Can somebody explain to me in crayon eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live? And I do not want to hear the pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not the goal, guys. That should not be our standard. I am so fucking tired of people being complacent with this uniparty, both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,800. 2-bedroom apartment, $2,200. Who the fuck can afford that? It is embarrassing to come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now, but I know so many people are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. They $3,000 house. And yes, I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it? Why? And then I clock out of my shift. I am tired. I have to go home. And I check the news. Another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can point out on a map. What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it. The American dream is dead. It is over. Gone and forgotten.
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living?
We're not. Truth of the matter, most of us are living paycheck to paycheck with credit card debt. I know people who are legitimately putting gas and groceries on credit cards just so that they can get back and forth to work. I believe that this is what most people are now calling the silent depression. $100 has become the new $20 and it's ridiculous, but the best thing about it is that people have shifted their core values. Look at this app alone and all the videos of all the retailers on Black Friday that nobody was there. They just don't care anymore. People are realizing that if it doesn't bring value into my life, then I don't need it. And while I don't get political on this app, you're having people on both sides of the aisles going, yeah, this kind of sucks. Right wing, left wing, it doesn't matter. It's the same bird. And now so many Americans are going, I truly just, I don't care. I think it's woken a lot of people up to the idea of why are we funding things that we don't care about when all of us right here are struggling. It's changed people's attitude in the workforce to where a job is just a job. You used to be very loyal to a job, but they've seen that there's no employee loyalty because there's no employer loyalty. People aren't putting up with toxic bosses anymore. You're either going to treat me right or I'm going to leave, because there's tons of companies that are hiring because nobody can find help. People just don't trust the system anymore, and they're starting to focus on what matters the most. Most people are out here making more money than they ever have and realizing that it's not going anywhere. So they're just not spending it. And what has made a lot of people turn their back on the system is that now they somehow either make too much or not enough money to qualify for the government assistance that they've been paying into their entire life. There are people out there who can't afford to buy the groceries, but they make too much money to get the food stamps. A lot of people are out here calling it the depression. I like to call it the awakening. People are just realizing how much they can get done on their own and that they don't need the government to hold their hand. So to go back to your question, how are people making it? Financially, I don't really know, but I'm very grateful that people are starting to look for answers.
Listen, please don't come up to me trying to have no discussion about anything designer. I don't know nothing about that shit. I can't afford that. I wear Forever 21, H&M, Zara, ASOS, Amazon. They got some cute pieces, don't knock it. I don't know shit about no designer, honey. You see, I have this thing where I like to live below my means and not above it, okay? Thank you.
I moved into a place that I can't afford, and now I'm stuck. I recently moved into a luxury apartment, and though it is nice and I like it and all these other things, I realized that I can't afford it. And when I say I can't afford it, it does not mean I can't pay for it. Like, I have enough money to pay for it as far as money's in my bank account, but as far as like what I want to do in life, I can't really afford it. In a sense of, now I'm in a position where it's like, I'm here and I pay so much in rent, it's to the point where it's like, I can't even go on a trip right now. Like, I can't. Like, and I haven't traveled in a while, and I'm very big on traveling. Like, I'm very big on going out and stuff like that. And I can't really do it as much as I would like to, because it's like, I can't afford it. And I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Like, I don't know why when we feel like we get a new job or we start making more money and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I have to increase my living expenses. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, you know, now I'm making more money, so it just makes sense for me to get a nicer place. It just makes sense for me to get a luxury apartment because I'm making this amount of money, and people who make this amount of money live in this kind of place. And like I said before, I like where I live. It's really nice. It's, you know, really cool and everything, but it's like, at what expense? And I feel like a lot of people don't understand the difference between, yes, you can afford it as far as like money in your account, but you can't really afford it for real. Like, I'm in a position I honestly and truly can say, like, if something drastic would happen, knock on wood, I pray not, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. In a sense of, I do have money saved up, but for example, my best friend, right? She totaled her car recently, and so she literally has to buy a new car this weekend. She just totaled her car like 2-3 days ago. She has to buy a new car this weekend. I honestly and truly could say, if I had to buy a new car right now, I would be screwed. Because it's like, dang, like, do I really have enough money to? Because so much of my money has going to me upgrading my lifestyle. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like we have this mindset in a sense of like, oh, when I start making more money, I have to drive a certain kind of car. I have to live in a certain kind of place. I have to be a certain kind of person. And it's like, the place I was living before, it was nothing wrong with it. It was nice. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't as quote unquote nice as the place I'm living now, but at the same time, it's like, what is it worth? At least before, you know, when I wanted to, I can go on trips and I can do different things. And it's just like the same problems that I was having before, I have again, because I feel like every time I want to, like, I level up my lifestyle, I feel like I have to level up all the problems with it. And it's like, that's why I truly never level up. Cause it's like, when I increase one thing, I just increase another thing. As soon as I get more opportunities, I just increase my problems. And yeah, so I just thought that was so crazy, because I really was sitting here and I'm like, yo, I can afford this place on paper, but like, I can't afford this place in my soul.
When they ask debit or credit, and I'm like, what do I care? I can't afford it either way. I'm just gonna hold my wallet up to the machine, let it beep, and just let Jesus take the wheel, because it really, nothing matters. It doesn't matter.
I'm back, y'all. I need y'all to pay my car note for me for my birthday. They gonna come tow my car, and it's gonna be everybody's fault because I asked y'all nicely a long time ago.
Things I had to give up because I could no longer afford them. Getting my hair dyed, literally at all. Highlights, forget about it. Getting my nails done, if you can't tell. Buying things for my friends. I used to be the kind of friend that would, like, I don't know, just buy small things, like, okay, I'll buy that for you, you know? Forget that, I can't even do that for myself now. I used to be a Starbucks every day or like every other day type of person. Now I go like once every 3 weeks, and it's a treat. Going to Target for fun, like as an activity. Like I used to just be like, let's go to Target and like buy something cute, like buy a little pack of earrings. Nope. I do not go in there unless I have a mission and I make a list. I'm in and out. Girl dates, like where you would go shopping and then like go to Starbucks and like get something to eat. Like now, like me and my friends are like going out and we're like, so like, you wanna go to McDonald's? Chick-fil-A? Like, you have to be rich to go to Chick-fil-A now. I don't even like Chick-fil-A. Like, their salads, their wraps, their ice cream, and their fries. And I can't even do that now because the salads are like $10. Driving around for fun. Like, I don't know if anybody, like, that was a hobby for anyone. It was for me. Especially in the fall. Like, I drive around the mountains, like, just for fun. Can't do that anymore. Gas is too expensive. Name brand clothing has always been, like, a luxury to me. But, like, now, I literally can't tell you the last time I bought like something Nike brand new. I can't tell you. I thrift everything. I can't afford it. And then nice makeup. I used to be the kind of person that would like go to Sephora like twice a month or Ulta and like buy like a nice high quality makeup. I literally cannot tell you the last time I bought like quality makeup. Like, not that drugstore isn't quality. I actually prefer drugstore now because I'm used to it. But, you know, sometimes you want to splurge on an eyeshadow palette. I have not done that since probably 2016. Shopping at TJ Maxx or Home Goods in general. Like, it is fun shopping. Like, you can't tell me you're going in specifically to find something at TJ Maxx and you ever actually find it. Like, it's all just fun shopping, which is great. I can't do that.
Hey, Rack, I'm a teacher and I can barely afford to pay rent with my salary. My salary bi-weekly is basically my rent minus $500. Guess how much my car is? $400. Guess how much insurance is? $100. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do the math. I'm left with owing money at the end of the month. That's not even with groceries. Holy, that's not even with groceries. I realize every single month I am transferring money out of savings into my checking, and I am not. Just had the realization in the car that I'm actually gonna go into debt if I continue being a teacher. Like, genuinely. Wow. Oh, I'm like literally having a crisis right now. I'm gonna have a panic attack right now. I can't do this. I literally cannot do this. Knowing every single month that most of my money is literally, like, I don't have money. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna pay off my credit card this month. I don't know. All right, well, rats, peace and blessings, and I hope you can afford your rent today. And groceries, and your car, and insurance, and life. Bye.